Bloating, skin breakouts that won't quit, random joint pain, brain fog, sugar cravings you can't explain. What if I told you all 5 of these could be connected to one single root cause? Maybe you've been to doctor after doctor, gotten normal test results, and still felt like something is off. That disconnect is exactly why leaky gut gets missed so often. It doesn't always show up as a stomach problem. Sometimes it shows up everywhere except your stomach. It's called leaky gut, and in many people, it's one of the main hidden drivers behind these kinds of symptoms. Today, we're covering 10 signs your body might be showing you right now, what's actually causing it, and a 5-step plan doctors use to repair it. Let's get into it. In our stress video, we talked about tiny staples called tight junctions that hold your gut lining together and how stress can pull them apart. Leaky gut, sometimes called intestinal hyperpermeability, is what happens when those staples stay loose for too long. Here's the picture. The inside of your small intestine is a massive surface, bigger than most studio apartments, and it's covered by a single layer of cells. Those cells are held shut by the tight junctions we mentioned, acting like a picket fence. Only tiny digested nutrients are supposed to slip through into your bloodstream. When that fence loosens, bigger things start slipping through too: undigested food particles, bacteria, and toxins. Your immune system, which actually lives mostly in your gut, sees these things and panics. It launches inflammation to fight them off. And because that inflammation spreads through your whole body, leaky gut symptoms often show up in places that have nothing to do with digestion. Which brings us to our list. One protein worth knowing is called zonulin. It's like the switch that tells your tight junctions to open or close. In some people, especially those with celiac disease or a high sensitivity, gluten can trigger zonulin to spike, telling the fence to loosen. The same can happen with an overgrowth of bad bacteria. This effect varies a lot from person to person, so it isn't something that happens the same way for everyone. Think of it this way. A little bit of permeability is actually normal and healthy. It's how your body absorbs nutrients in a controlled way. Think of it this way. A little bit of permeability is actually normal and healthy. It's how your body absorbs nutrients in a controlled way. The problem starts when that fence stays open far more often than it should, letting in things your bloodstream was never designed to handle. Your body isn't broken, it's just overwhelmed. And once you know the signs, you can start working on the actual cause instead of just chasing individual symptoms one at a time. 10 signs you might have a leaky gut. Number 1, chronic digestive problems. This means ongoing diarrhea, constipation, or a mix of both, along with a lot of bloating and gas. Sometimes this comes from bacteria overgrowing in the wrong part of your intestine. Number 2, nutritional deficiencies even when you eat healthy. When the lining gets damaged, the tiny structures that absorb nutrients get damaged too. So you can end up low in minerals like zinc, magnesium, and selenium, no matter how well you eat. Number 3, multiple food sensitivities. When undigested food keeps leaking through, your immune system starts reacting to it like it's a threat, even foods you used to eat with no problem at all. Some people become what's called a universal reactor, reacting to almost everything they eat. These reactions are often delayed, showing up 1 to 3 days later, which makes them tricky to notice since most people only look for a reaction right after eating, not 2 days later. Number 4, skin problems like acne, rosacea, eczema, or psoriasis. Your gut and your skin are connected through what's sometimes called the gut-skin axis. When your body is dealing with too many toxins on the inside, it sometimes tries to push them out through your skin instead, since skin is technically your largest organ for getting rid of waste. Number 5, getting sick often. When your immune system is busy fighting leaked particles that shouldn't be in your blood, it has less energy left to fight off actual colds and viruses. Number 6, autoimmune conditions. When your immune system stays on high alert for too long, it can get confused and start attacking your own body's tissue by mistake. Intestinal permeability is one factor that has been linked to conditions like Hashimoto's, rheumatoid arthritis, and celiac disease, alongside genetics and other triggers, not the sole cause on its own.
Number 7, joint pain and stiffness.
Inflammation that starts in your gut doesn't always stay there. It can travel to your joints, contributing to pain that seems to have nothing to do with digestion. Number 8, intense sugar cravings. An imbalanced gut can actually talk to your brain through the vagus nerve, the same nerve highway we've mentioned before. And some researchers believe certain bacteria and yeast can push you to crave the sugar they need to survive. It becomes a loop. Cravings feed the bad microbes, and the bad microbes cause more cravings.
Number 9, brain fog, trouble focusing, anxiety, or low mood. Your brain has its own protective barrier, similar to the one in your gut.
When your gut barrier is compromised, it's thought that the brain's barrier can become more vulnerable too, letting inflammation affect how clearly you think and feel. Number 10, constant fatigue and unexplained muscle pain. Your body spends a massive amount of energy dealing with ongoing inflammation. That leaves less fuel for everything else, which can leave you feeling drained no matter how much you sleep. If a few of these sound familiar, don't panic, but it might be worth looking deeper into your gut health. Most people only recognize 1 or 2 of these on their own since they don't seem connected at first glance. Now let's see, what causes leaky gut? A few common culprits show up again and again. A diet high in processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats feeds the bacteria that damage your lining while starving the ones that protect it. Gluten, which can trigger that zonulin protein we talked about in some people, causing the fence to loosen more than it should. Frequent alcohol use, which directly irritates the mucus layer that's supposed to shield your gut wall. Chronic stress, which we covered in depth last video. Regular use of certain medications like ibuprofen, antibiotics, or acid-blocking drugs, which can wear down the lining over time even though they're solving another problem. And underlying infections like bacterial overgrowth, parasites, or yeast overgrowth, which create ongoing local irritation that keeps the barrier from ever fully healing. None of this means these things are always bad for everyone. It's usually the combination and how often they happen that adds up over months and years. And one safety note, if you suspect an infection or you're thinking about changing medications like NSAIDs or acid blockers, do that together with your doctor. Don't just stop them on your own. Doctors and nutritionists often use a 5-step framework, and it's genuinely simple to remember because every step starts with the letter R. Step 1 is remove. For 3 to 4 weeks, take out the biggest irritants: gluten, dairy, soy, added sugar, alcohol, and processed oils. This isn't meant to be forever. It's a short reset that gives your gut a break from constant irritation. If testing shows an infection like bacterial overgrowth or a parasite, that needs to be treated directly too, since no amount of diet changes will fully fix the lining while an active infection is still going on. Step 2 is replace. This means supporting your body's ability to actually break down food, sometimes with digestive enzymes or added stomach acid if needed, especially if stress has been running your acid levels low, like we talked about in the last video. It also means simple habits like chewing your food thoroughly, closer to 20 or 30 times per bite than a few quick bites, and eating in a calm, relaxed state instead of rushing through meals at your desk. Step 3 is Re-inoculate. This is about restoring good bacteria. That can mean a quality probiotic, feeding your gut with fiber-rich foods like garlic, onions, and leeks, which act as fuel for your beneficial bacteria, and adding fermented foods like sauerkraut or kefir if your body tolerates them well. Step 4 is repair. This is where you give your gut the raw materials it needs to physically rebuild.
some of the most researched options include an amino acid called L-glutamine, which fuels your gut cells directly and helps seal the tight junctions back up. A specific type of zinc called zinc carnosine, which helps stabilize the lining, and nutrients found in bone broth like collagen and glycine, which support the connective tissue in your gut lining. Step 5 is rebalance. This is the long-term piece, and honestly, the one people skip the most. Managing stress daily, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and moving your body regularly through things like walking without overtraining, which can actually stress your gut out even more. This step is what keeps the first 4 steps from being undone a few months later. Keep your expectations realistic here. Most people need at least 4 to 12 weeks of consistently following these steps before they notice bigger shifts, because just like we covered in the stress video, your gut lining and microbiome heal on a weeks to months timescale, not overnight. Leaky gut isn't something that happens overnight, and healing it isn't instant either. It's usually the result of months or years of small, repeated irritation, so give yourself the same amount of patience going in the other direction. But once you understand the full picture, digestion, skin, joints, mood, energy, all connected to the same gut lining, it makes sense why fixing your gut can improve so many areas of your life at once, instead of just chasing one symptom with one pill at a time. If any of these 10 signs hit close to home, drop a comment and let me know which one surprised you. And if this helped you connect the dots, share it with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next video.